Art isn't just about beauty. It's about power, legacy, and the messy truths we leave behind. Steven Soderbergh's latest film, The Christophers, isn't your typical art world thriller. It's a razor-sharp exploration of creativity, ego, and the impossible choices that define an artist's life and death. But here's where it gets controversial. What if the most valuable paintings aren't the ones that survive, but the ones we fight to destroy or preserve? This film doesn't just ask that question. It dances around it like a chess game with no clear winner. At its heart, The Christophers revolves around two towering performances. Sir Ian McKellen, now in his 80s, channels decades of theatrical mastery as Julian Sklar, a once revered painter whose reputation is as tarnished as his relationships. Michaela Coel, meanwhile, plays Laurie, a young, sharp-witted artist tasked with completing 8 unfinished canvases Sklar abandoned years ago. These paintings, each worth millions, are locked away in his London apartment, along with his secrets. Sklar's adult children, Jessica Gunning and James Corden, have a simple plan. Hire Laurie as a fake assistant, let her finish the works, and cash in. But Laurie's mission turns into something far more complex and personal. And this is the part most people miss. Laurie isn't just a pawn in a family scheme. She's the ghost of Sklar's past. A former contestant on his televised art show, Art Fight, Laurie was publicly humiliated by Sklar when she was just 19. Now she's back, armed with a cutting essay dissecting his career and a quiet rage that simmers beneath her calm exterior. The film becomes a tense psychological duel. Laurie must navigate Sklar's manipulative charm and self-aggrandizing monologues while deciding whether to destroy his legacy or cement it. Soderbergh, known for his slick heist films like Ocean's 11 and The Informant, shifts gears here. This isn't about the mechanics of a con. It's about the moral quagmire of artistic theft. Sklar, bedridden and dying, is both predator and victim. He spent a lifetime exploiting those around him, from his muse Christopher, whose presence haunts the paintings, to Laurie herself. Yet, as McKellen's performance reveals, there's a twisted pride in his self-destruction. He's a man who believes art is sacred, even as he weaponizes it to crush others. Coel, meanwhile, is a revelation. Her portrayal of Laurie is a masterclass in restraint. Every flicker of her eyes, every crossed arm, tells a story of guarded vulnerability. She's not just completing paintings, she's completing a narrative. Her monologue explaining why she's qualified to finish Sklar's work isn't just a plot device. It's a manifesto on the evolution of art and the voices that get erased. And here's the kicker. The film never fully resolves whether Laurie is right to take control. Is she honoring Sklar's genius or robbing him of his final act of authorship? Soderbergh and screenwriter Ed Solomon, known for No Sudden Move, draw inspiration from the 1960s art world, particularly David Hockney's relationships with his muses. The film's central question, do artworks belong to the artist or to the world, echoes real-life debates about ownership and legacy. Sklar insists his paintings are private acts, his to destroy. But Laurie argues they're cultural artifacts, too valuable to be erased by a dying man's whims. Where do you stand? Should art be a closed door or a shared language? The Christophers isn't just a film. It's a mirror held up to the art world's contradictions. It asks us to consider what it means to be remembered and whether immortality is worth the cost of integrity. And here's the final twist. The movie's answer isn't a punchline, but a provocation. It leaves you wondering if Sklar's real crime wasn't the paintings he left unfinished, but the lives he left broken. What do you think? Is an artist's legacy defined by their work or by their humanity? Share your thoughts in the comments. This one's not going to settle easily.